Michael Jordan is about to sign a contract that will eventually make him one of the richest athletes in history. The strange part? He doesn't want it. His favorite brand is Adidas. His dream is Adidas. And if everything goes according to his plan, he never works with Nike at all. But Nike has a problem. The company is losing ground in basketball. Competitors are stronger. The brand is known for running shoes, not basketball culture. And inside Nike, executives believe they have one chance to change their future. What happens next will create one of the most successful business partnerships ever built. A partnership that will survive championships, survive retirement, and continue generating money for more than 40 years. This is the story of how a rookie became a billionaire, not through basketball alone, but through a deal almost nobody fully understood at the time. Michael Jordan enters the NBA as one of the most exciting young players in America. But economically, he is still at the beginning. No business empire, no billion-dollar brand, no massive investment portfolio, just a talented 21-year-old rookie. The Chicago Bulls sign him to a contract worth roughly $6 million over 7 years. For a young player, it is life-changing money, but nothing extraordinary compared to what comes later. At the same time, major shoe companies begin competing for his signature. Jordan already knows which brand he prefers, Adidas. Like many players of his generation, he associates Adidas with basketball. Status, prestige, culture. Nike is not his first choice. In fact, according to several accounts, Jordan is reluctant to even attend the meeting. His mother eventually convinces him. Just listen. That's all she asks. Just listen. Jordan boards the plane, not knowing that this meeting will become the most important financial decision of his life. Inside Nike headquarters, executives understand the situation. They are not simply trying to sign a player. They are trying to save their position in basketball. At the time, Converse dominates the NBA. Adidas has credibility. Nike needs something different, something bigger. So instead of offering Jordan a traditional endorsement deal, they present a much more ambitious idea, an entire brand, built around one player, a dedicated shoe, a dedicated identity, a dedicated marketing strategy. Today, that sounds normal. Back then, it was revolutionary. Athletes endorsed products. Products were not built around athletes. Nike is effectively betting part of its future on a rookie who has never played a single NBA game. The proposal includes roughly $500,000 per year for 5 years, a significant amount for a rookie. But hidden inside the structure is something much more important, a royalty agreement, a percentage of future sales. At the time, nobody thinks much about it, because nobody expects what is about to happen. Jordan signs, the deal is done, the first domino falls. Nike launches the Air Jordan. Internally, the company has expectations, optimistic expectations, but still reasonable. The goal is reportedly around $3 million in sales over several years. A successful product, a solid investment, nothing more. Reality arrives like a shock. Within the first year, Air Jordan generates approximately $126 million in revenue, not profit. Revenue, more than 40 times Nike's original expectations. The shoes are everywhere. Kids want them. Teenagers want them. Basketball fans want them. Even people who barely watch the NBA want them. The product stops behaving like a basketball shoe. It becomes a cultural phenomenon. And suddenly, that royalty clause starts looking very different. For the first time, Michael Jordan is earning money not only because he plays basketball, but because people are buying something attached to his name. The machine has started. The late 1980s arrive. Jordan is no longer just a promising player. He's becoming a superstar. Every season increases his visibility. Every highlight increases demand. Every victory strengthens the brand. Around 1990, estimates placed Jordan's wealth in the tens of millions of dollars. An extraordinary rise for someone who entered the league only a few years earlier. But something important is happening behind the scenes. His income is becoming less dependent on basketball itself. Most athletes earn money from performance. Jordan is beginning to earn money from influence. The difference seems small. It isn't. One has limits. The other scales. Jordan wins his first NBA championship. Then another. Then another. The Chicago Bulls become a dynasty. At the same time, the NBA expands internationally. New markets discover basketball. And wherever basketball goes, Michael Jordan follows. Europe, Asia, Latin America, the Middle East. Jordan is no longer simply an American athlete. He is becoming a global brand. By 1993, various estimates place his fortune somewhere between $100 and $200 million. A staggering amount for a player still in the middle of his career. Most people see the championships. Most people see the trophies. Very few notice the business machine growing in parallel. Every new customer strengthens it. Every new shoe strengthens it. Every new generation strengthens it. The system becomes larger than basketball itself. By the late 1990s, something remarkable happens. The name Jordan begins to separate itself from Michael Jordan the player. The shoes have their own identity, their own market, their own demand. Consumers are not simply buying footwear, they are buying a symbol. By 1998, after winning his sixth championship, Jordan's fortune is estimated between $400 and $500 million, nearly $500 million. And yet the most important part of the story is still ahead. Because, until now, Michael Jordan is still playing. The real test comes when he stops. Michael Jordan retires for the final time. Normally, this is where the financial story slows down. Athletes leave the spotlight. Sponsors gradually shift attention elsewhere. Revenue begins to decline. That is how sports usually work. But Jordan's story no longer follows the rules of sports. Because Jordan is no longer just an athlete. He is a business. The shoes continue selling. The royalties continue arriving. New generations keep discovering the brand. Many of them never watched Jordan play a single game. It doesn't matter. The machine no longer depends on basketball. It has become self-sustaining. By this point, Jordan's fortune exceeds $500 million, and it keeps growing. "30 years have passed since that meeting with Nike. 30 years since Jordan almost chose Adidas. 30 years since a small royalty clause was inserted into a contract. Forbes officially estimates Michael Jordan's net worth at around $1 billion. The rookie has become a billionaire. Not because of a single season. Not because of a single championship. Not because of a single paycheck. But because a business system has been compounding for decades. Year after year. Sale after sale. Generation after generation. The contract is still working. Most billion-dollar stories end there. Jordan's doesn't. The Jordan brand continues expanding. Annual sales climb into the billions. The business grows larger than many companies. Every year, Jordan receives enormous royalty payments from Nike. Not millions, hundreds of millions. Some years, more than $200 million. Without playing, without competing, without stepping onto a basketball court. In 2020, estimates place his fortune above $2 billion. Then it grows again. In 2023, after selling his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets, his net worth approaches $3 billion. The same deal signed in 1984 is still producing wealth nearly 4 decades later. People often tell this story as a story about sneakers. It isn't. It's a story about ownership. In 1984, Michael Jordan was a talented rookie. By 1990, he was a multimillionaire. By 1993, he was worth hundreds of millions. By 1998, he was approaching $500 million. By 2014, he became a billionaire. And by the 2020s, his fortune had grown into multiple billions. The talent made him famous. The championships made him legendary. But the deal changed his financial future, because the most valuable part of the contract was never the guaranteed money. It was the right to participate in a business that kept growing long after his career ended. And that is how a 21-year-old rookie who almost signed with Adidas became one of the richest athletes in history.